Hello there, and welcome to a new video. In this video, we are going to make a small app. In this app, you can track whether you are working from home or working from the office. Just a small little app, maybe for some people, the first app. I will like to keep it small. If you have any questions, just comment them under the YouTube video. We will need two things. We will need a Power App and we need a place to store our data. And we are going to use SharePoint list for that to store the data. So first thing, we are going to SharePoint. This is SharePoint, and we are going to create a list to store the data that we need. So we are going to My Lists, or we are going to create, and we are going to click on lists. We're going to click on this button, lists. We're going to give it a name. The name I'm going to give it is hybrid work and track. And then I'm going to click on create. So there we go. I'm going to wait until it has finished. We're going to need a few things, a few columns. First column that we need is the date. I'm going to click on next. I'm going to give it the name, date. We don't need a time, so I'm going to leave this unchecked. I'm going to click on save. The next thing that we will need is the location. So someone can fill in office, home, or something else. And we're going to use the choice field for that. So I'm going to click on choice. I'm going to name this field location, and I will call this one office. I'm going to call this one home, and this one will be other. And I'm going to click on save. All right. Then we are going to need our last column. And what will our last column be? It will be the comments field. So I will call it comments. This is all right. So we will leave it like that and we click on save. All right. What we do need right now is we are going to copy this link that we have right here, and we are going to Power Apps. We are going to create a new Power App. So we click on create, and we will start with a blank canvas. That will be the easiest to follow along. We are going to choose responsive, so people can use it on their phone, on a tablet, or on their desktop. So I'm going to choose responsiveness. And what it does, I can show you right now. I'm just waiting for it to load. This is what we see. We have three parts of the page. We have a header, we have a footer, and we have a main content. I'm going to leave it as it is, but I'm going to press the play button so you can see what happens when people actually use the app. So this is what it looks like. You can also select your phone. So maybe you have an iPhone 11, it will look like that, or an iPhone 14 Plus, it will look like that. And because it is responsive, it scales with the window you have. So this is the iPhone, but I will also show you how it will look like on another device. So we have phone right here. We have tablet right here. So I can choose another tablet, like a big tablet, like the iPad Pro. And I can also show you how it will look like on a window, on a website, for example. So that is the responsiveness. We are going to connect this app with SharePoint, and we do that using the following method. So I'm going to click on the data button. I'm going to add data, select SharePoint. I'm going to search for SharePoint. I'm going to click on SharePoint. I'm going to click this one. And I'm going to paste the link that we had right here. Now I can click on connect, and we have a few items right here. This is the item that I just created. And I'm going to click on connect like that. So now the fields we are going to make will be connected with the SharePoint fields that we made over there. All right, so we're going to our tree view. This is very important, the tree view right here. We're going to add some things like the text, input fields, all of that. Something I like to do is click on updates and click on modern controls and themes. This gives us a few more modern fields that we can use. So that's why I'm going to click on this. All right, close this window. I'm going to press insert and I'm going to search for text. It's the top one. So I'm going to click on text. It appears somewhere not on the place where I want it to be. So I'm going to undo that with Command C or Control Z on Windows. I'm going to press this field first, and we have a nice plus icon right here, and I'm going to press text. What happens now is that the text field is within the main container, exactly the place where I want it to be. So I can give this a name. We have a field called date. I'm going to give it the name date like that. Click. All right, so we have date. And I'm going to use insert and a date picker beneath that, so someone can fill in the date that they have worked either at the office or somewhere else. I'm going to insert another field. It's going to be text. And the following is going to be location. So this field is location. I'm going to insert another field, and it is not choice, but that field is going to be dropdown. Yes, and I'm not going to click any of this. I'm going to click it away. All right. So we have a location. That's going to be that one. And if I press play right now to see our app, I see 1, 2, 3. And that's not what we want. This field is correct. You can select the date that you want, but this field is not correct because we would like the options that we had right here. Office, home, or other. So what we are going to do is a little trick. We are going to select new screen, blank, and we can delete this screen later, but we need to copy a value from somewhere. I'm going to click insert and then form. I'm going to click the list that we created. So I'm using that little button that I got there. All right, so we have locations right here. And this value, this is the value that I need. So I'm going to copy that one. And I'm going back to our main container. We have a location right here. We have the value right here. And I'm going to paste it right here. All right. Make sure this field on the left is set to items and not to something else. All right. When I press play right now, we have 3 options: office, home, and other. So that's exactly what we want. All right. We can delete this screen now. So I'm going to click the delete button and it's gone. Yes, perfect. We need one last field and that's going to be comments. So I'm going to click on insert. I'm going to click on text. I'm going to change this one to comments and I'm going to make an input field for text. I'm going to choose text input and that's everything. I'm going to change all these names because otherwise you would not know what each field does. This is a label. It's only information about the field that's underneath it. So I'm going to change this one, rename, label, label. This is the date. So label date, enter. I'm going to rename this field as well. This is a date picker. And that's why I shorten it to DNP. I name it like that. The next field is going to be another label. It's the label for location, so I'm going to change that one. It's a drop down location. And the next field that we have is the label for comments. And here we have text input, comments. All right. I also would like all of these fields to be in the middle. Let me check if I can select them all at once. Yes, I can do that. We have properties here on the right side and we have this button here on the right side. It says center. I'm going to click this and it will center all of our different input fields labels. So the thing I also want is to center this part and I can do it by using the align button. I'm going to align it to the center and I also would like that for the location and comments as well. So I'm also going to align this one and also this one. All right. This is what our form looks like right now. So we can choose different dates, a location, comments. We want those fields that we select and those values that we select to be visible in our SharePoint page. When we click on a button, for example, we want them to be right here. So we're going to create a button that does right. I'm going to insert the button like that, like this. I'm going to search for a button and I'm going to click on the button. All right, the button is here on the left side. I want it in the middle, so I'm going to make sure it is in the middle. And for that, we need the container where it is in. And we can look at it together. It does not go to the middle. And why doesn't it go to the middle? It's because it's not inside of the header container. So I'm going to delete this right now. And I'm going to click on header and I'm going to click on the plus button. So our button will be in this container. I'm going to choose the button. And now I'm going to make sure it's in the middle of it. So I will choose the header container and I'm going to click the justify horizontal button and now it's in the middle. And I also want it to be vertically in the middle of this box. And for that, I need to select the button and then I can select center like this. So now it's centered and this button doesn't just work out of the box. I need to do some things to send all the data that we have to SharePoint. So we're going to do that together. So what we are going to do is the following. We're going to click on button and you will see on select right here. What we are going to do is delete the false value, and we are going to create a patch. Patch makes sure all of our data is going to be sent to SharePoint. So how to do that? We're going to type patch, and we are going to rely on IntelliSense. IntelliSense is the things it says I should choose, and it's mostly the right answer. So I'm going to choose that. So I'm going to choose patch, enter. I'm going to use our list that we have connected with in our data section. So I'm going to select that one. I'm going to select defaults. There's a lot more to patch than just this, and I'm going to spend another video talking about patch, but I will just show you what I do and make sure our information is going to be sent to SharePoint. So we are going to select defaults, hybrid work track, so our list that we created in SharePoint, and we're going to close that with a brace. Going to open this part, date, first field, the date field. I'm going to make sure that it is the date picker field. The selected date is going to be sent. Yes. And then we are going to the next field, and the next field is location, the second one, this one. And this one is a little different, so I'm going to need a curly brace like this value. I'm going to use the drop down location. Yeah, selected. Not value. Yes. Right, and I can close our curly brace. And next, we're also going to need is comments. All right, so we have comments, text. We have comments. It's going to be text input comments dot value, and then we can close this part. Let me check the code real quick. So we have this. This has been closed. This is closed. Yes, we have that. And we can close this part. Okay, the easy thing about power-ups is it shows you what field is what in the form. So this one is kind of purple, this one is green, and this one is blue. So that makes it pretty easy. All right, so we made that. With this patch, I will share this piece of code with you in the YouTube comments so you can copy and paste it. So I'm going to press play. And I'm going to check SharePoint right now, our list that we created, to see if it worked. And yeah, we can see that it worked and that our data is coming through. So this is a quick and easy way to track if you are working either at the office or at home or somewhere else. And this is maybe your first app. So if you came this far, welcome. Congratulations making your first app. So this is the video. I would really like to thank you if you watched it and typed along with me. So thank you, and I will see you in the next one.